Hello students, in this class we will discuss about the next topic is the induction motors. We will discuss about the induction motors. So generally we have so many number of motors and generators, and in that we are selected to discuss a induction motor. So before discussing about the induction motor, first we will discuss about the first electrical machine. So generally, what is machine? Machine is nothing but which reduces the human effort. Generally, by using the machines, we can reduce the human effort. So sometimes 10 humans work can be done by only a single machines. That's why electrical machines are more applicable. Why it is called as electrical machine? Electrical machine means this machine involves electrical supply. This machine involves the electrical supply. That means electrical supply may be input side or electrical supply may be output side. So depends on this electrical supply input side and output side. These electrical machines are divided into two types. The first one is the generator, is nothing but electrical generator, and second one is motor. Motor means the electrical motor. Electrical generator name itself which generates electrical supply. Which generates electrical supply means output is, it generates electrical supply, output is electrical power, and it will take some electrical, it takes some input, some power, that power is the mechanical power. That means generator means which takes the mechanical power and which gives the electrical power is known as the electrical generator. Name itself, electrical power is generated. Electrical power is generated. That's why electrical generator. Next, another category is electrical motor. Name itself, it works as motor. That's why mechanical power is output and electrical power is input. Electrical motor is nothing but which takes the electrical power and which gives the mechanical output. That's why it is called as the electrical motor. Understand? Simply, which involves the electrical supply is known as the electrical machine. Electrical supply involved means it consisting of the electrical supply. That means electrical supply may be input side or output side. That's why the electrical supply which is output side is having electrical generator which generates electrical power. The electric supply which is input side is known as the motor and it will generate the mechanical power. The live example for the electrical motor is, example is our fan. Another name of fan is in electrical terminology single phase induction motor. Another name of fan is the single phase induction motor. So we have so many number of electrical generators. Those are in thermal power stations, hydro power stations, all those things are consumes the mechanical power and gives the electrical supply. So these electrical generators and motors again divided according to the supply. Generally, how many types of electrical supply? Two types in our study, that is AC power and the DC power. That's why we have AC electrical machines and DC electrical machines. Again, AC electrical machines divided into AC generators and AC motors. DC machines again divided into DC generators and DC motors. So that's more number of generators and more number of motors again divided. Understand? Depends on the supply also. Here our topic is the induction motor. Now we will entering into the topic is induction motor. Here the induction motor. Generally induction motor is a AC motor. AC motor means which takes the AC supply, which takes induction motor as simply it works on AC supply. It will take AC electrical power and which gives the mechanical power. AC electrical power. That's why it is called as AC motor. How many types of AC supply? Two types of AC supply, that is single phase and three phase. That's why this induction motor is divided into two parts. One is single phase induction motor, another one is the three phase induction motor. Right? So why it is named it as the induction motor? Why it is called as an induction motor? Generally, the induction motor name is comes from it is works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. That's why it is called as the induction motor. That's why it is named as the induction motor. Understand? It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. That's why we call it as the induction motor. Now we will discuss what is electromagnetic induction. What is electromagnetic induction? Look at here. Electromagnetic induction simply is a phenomena which EMF induces. EMF will be produced across the electrical conductors. Across the electrical conductors when it is placed in a rotating magnetic field. When it is placed in a rotating magnetic field. Understand? A simple look at here. We are creating a rotating magnetic field like this. North pole and south pole. So north pole always flux will be flowing, and electrical conductor, we are placing some electrical conductor, that is some electrical conductor. This is a rotating magnetic field. This is normal, just assume that this is the rotating magnetic. Rotating magnetic field means magnetic must be rotated. It's not constant, but here we are taking example is constant, but assume that it's a rotating magnetic field. And generally a rotating magnetic field means magnetic flux lines placed in a EMF induces. In this the EMF will be induces. EMF means voltage, electromotive force is induces. By using this phenomena we are constructing the induction motor. We are constructing the induction motor. Understand? Electromagnetic induction means simply which EMF induces across electrical conductors when it is placed in a rotating magnetic field. Again we will explain this. We can simply say that the principle electromagnetic induction means we can create electromagnetic. So we will discuss about this deeply and then you will understand clearly. Now just assume that when it is placed near electromagnetic induction is a phenomena which EMF induces across electrical conductors when it is placed in a rotating magnetic field. Yes. Why we are discussing about, we have so many number of motors and generators in electrical field. Why we are discussing these induction motor only? That means generally in universe 70% of the motors are induction motors. So in all of our universe, in practical applications, we are 70% of the motors used as induction motor. That's why we are selected to study the induction motor. But in that we have three-phase induction motor is more applicable. Three-phase induction motor is more applications. Generally in our agriculture we are using the three-phase induction motor. That means water pumping system. In order to get the water from the well and it is supplied to the field, then we are using the motor is the three-phase induction motor. That's why it is very, very popular motor. Okay. So we will discuss about first we will discuss about the construction, then we will discuss about the working of the three-phase induction motor. Here first, construction of the three-phase induction motor. So we will discuss what are the parts we having and the three-phase induction motor. Look at here represents three-phase. Three-phase means it is a AC motor. First you know that it has AC supply is two types, one is single phase, another one is the three-phase. So it is AC motor means it is applied to three-phase AC supply. What is three-phase AC supply? The voltage and currents has three phases, that is voltage is VR, Vy and Vb. Current is IR, Iy, Ib. A three-way supply means red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue. Here each phase is 120 degrees displacement. When we are discussing about the three phases supply, there is it mentioned. Generally, so in this topic we will discuss about the construction. Generally, every electrical machine, not only this induction motor, we have any motor or any generator, we have mainly we consisting of the two parts. The first part is the stator and second part is the rotor. Stator itself, it is a stationary part. Rotor itself is the rotating part. So first we will discuss about the construction of the stator in three-phase induction motor. First, it is the stationary part of the motor. It is the stationary part of the motor. So look at here, this is the construction of the stator. This is about the construction of the stator. In the stator, we are consisting of the, look at here, these are the, we can call it as, these are the poles. Poles is useful for to have the winding, in order to provide the winding. These all poles are to provide the, it will consisting of the windings like this. Winding have some direction. From using the direction, poles can be divided into some. So depends on the current direction. So here this can be, the direction can be depends on this. So depends on this, it is formed a north pole and south pole, north pole, south pole like this. So this is called as the pole, and this area is called as the, pole core. Look at here, this is the pole core. It consisting of the windings. And pole shoe, it provides the flux like this. And we have another pole is there. Look at here, it consisting of the opposite pole. Generally it consisting of the opposite pole, north pole, south pole, north pole, south pole. So it will supply the flux and it will get the flux. So this flux direction will be maintained by the right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. What is right hand thumb rule? Right hand thumb rule means generally, so I will clearly explain about the right hand thumb rule and the direction, then you will understand clearly. Yes. So this is used for the flux, provide the windings here and it will provide the flux. So by using that, the flux will be provided. This flux will be north pole to south pole. The flux will be traveled like this. Flux will be flow in the winding, right? This is the main part of the stator. It is called as pole core. Look at here. This is called as the pole core. It is provide for the winding. This is called as the pole shoe. It is useful for the provide the flux. Yes. And this flux, the provided flux will be a path will be provided to flow the flux. A path will be provided to flow the flux. This area is called as stator core. Stator core. In this area, this red line area is used for flow the flux, is called as stator core. And we have a shaded area is called as stator frame. Stator frame is provided for the mechanical strength. Look at here, this outside area. If you observe the motor, we have a stator frame. That stator frame provides the mechanical strength, and we have stator core provide the magnetic flux. Okay, this complete stator made with the, look at here, laminated silicon steel. It is made with the material laminated silicon steel. So it consisting of the laminations. Laminations, what is the application of laminations? Laminations for reduce eddy current losses. So we discussed already about in, and we are added silica for reduce hysteresis losses, right? That's why we are discussing. So stator core is made with the laminated silicon steel. This hole is the laminated silicon steel. Stator windings, so we are provided here windings. Due to these windings, so these windings supply is given by the three-phase supply. These windings are given by the three-phase supply. This three-phase supply is provided like this. So depends on the construction. This three-phase supply is provided. It depends on the construction. Yes, yeah. But stator windings, whenever we are giving the stator windings, those stator windings are short pitched as well as distributed. So we have a method in order to provide the windings across the stator. The stator winding is short pitched as well as distributed. Why? To reduce the harmonics and save the copper. Okay. What is harmonics? Harmonics means generally single phase AC supply is, I will explain about this. This is the single phase current or voltage. Sometimes we are getting like this. And sometimes we are getting like this. This is called as fundamental waveform. This is called as second harmonic. This is called a third harmonic. So it follows sometimes due to some factors, these waveforms also generated. These waveforms is called as harmonics. It consisting of the frequency n into f. So in order to reduce these harmonics, we are using this short pitched and distributed winding. So stator have some slots. This is called as the slot. This is called as a one slot. Slots are three types. One is open type slots. Another one is closed type slot. Another one is semi-closed type slot. But here we are using the semi-closed type slots. Semi-closed type slots are very applicable in the construction of the three-phase induction motor. So this is about the construction of the three-phase induction motor. Okay, we are giving three-phase AC supply to this motor, and it is this is a stator part, and this is the magnetic yoke, and this is the stator core, and these are the poles. Next we will discuss about the rotor.